Hey everybody, welcome back again. Over the weekend, I had posted a pretty popular video about using a Harbor Freight 15-inch end cabinet and turning that into a rolling drill press stand. And one of the best tips I think out of that whole video is kind of buried in there, and that was about the drawer sweeps that help keep the dust out of your drawers if you're doing any kind of dusty, dirty work in your garage, because everybody hates dirty drawers. And lo and behold, all that dust always seems to make it between that crack between the two drawers and get into your dark colored mat inside and just generally look dirty. So I want to elaborate on that a little bit and look at some different options that you can do for that, especially for the Harbor Freight toolboxes. So let's take a little deeper dive into that right now. Now, on the video this weekend, I used white brush style weather stripping. Now, it's 3/16 of an inch pile by 1/4 inch wide. And the majority of you do not have white toolboxes, so this is not going to look very good on your toolbox. But the Harbor Freight Series 3 boxes all have black drawer pulls. So what we're going to do is check out the black version over here. Now, if you take notice, the glue here, or the actual backer, is white. And we don't want to see that as a contrast on your black latches or your different colored boxes. So what I've done here is I got a little bit deeper pile. This is 11/32 of an inch pile and the same 1/4 inch width. And what we're going to do is we're going to install that a little differently on the box to show you how to hide the tape seam. You're going to need this length, and you're still going to need the 3/16 length also for the top drawer. And I'll show you why. On these toolboxes, what I've found is the top drawers, typically the gap's just a little bit narrower than the lower drawers. And some of the lower drawers do have a little bit tighter gap than others, where you may need that 3/16 inch pile as opposed to the 11/32. But for most cases, most of the drawers, the 11/32 is going to work, maybe even all your drawers. It's just going to vary a little bit from box to box. But on the top, you're definitely going to need the 3/16. So if you go ahead and order a roll of each, and it's like $7 for 16 feet. Get one of each and then install it and see how much you need to do the rest of your drawers. Now, if you take a look up close here, we install the stripping right here. And you see how that cuts back at an angle? What we want to do to get rid of that white tape seam is we're going to just hold that back 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, or just enough so that you don't see the edge of that tape sticking out when you stare at the box straight on. And the extra length of the pile is going to help you out there and give you a nice seal without actually being able to see the backer. Here's an up-close shot of that backer, and you see how when you're staring at the side profile you have that white material there. Some of that is the tape, but it's still going to show up white, just like that. So when we install that, we just keep it back a little bit and you won't even notice. I'm going to attempt to show the installation of one of these drawers. Now, don't forget, we want to use some denatured alcohol to clean the back side off so we get maximum stickiness. The adhesive on the back of these is actually really good. I'm pretty impressed with it. Sometimes you get some of these things and they barely stick. That is not the case with these sweeps, thankfully, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. We'll give that 1 second to dry. And I'm going to remove the backer tape. Now, pay attention here. What I'm doing is I'm just holding that edge back behind the curl there. And I'm using my thumb to kind of make sure that I have it in the exact place the whole way across. I'm going to get down at eye level here to make sure I'm not creeping out here. You can see I just reposition that a little bit and it is sticky. Just like that. Now you can take a look here. That brush just looks nice and clean on there. You don't even notice it because it just kind of blends in as a shadow. And when you shut the drawer, you don't even see it. But if you take a look, the top is clean and the other ones are dusty. So again, you can't even tell it's on there, which is just, it's awesome. It's just a clean modification. Now let's take a look at the top. Now I don't have any of the black 3/16 yet, so I'm going to use the white, but I'm going to show you how to hide the white edge on your top drawer. So I popped the drawer out to better illustrate this, and all you want to do here is just keep the weather stripping to the back. Just keep it right on the back edge there, and what that'll do is it'll seal your drawer, but it'll keep it so far back that you won't even notice that edge there. It'll basically just be covered up in the shadow. So that's all you have to do with the 3/16 weather strip on the top, provided that your top gap is 3/16. So right there it is. Just installed it on the back there. I'm going to pop the drawer back in here and let's take a look at how it looks. And there you have it. You can barely see it, even though it's white and lighter colored, you can barely see that in there. If you use a black one, you're not even going to notice it's there. It's just going to look like the gap. In fact, that's what it'll look like. And let's just take a look here. I sprinkled some dust on there. I have the sweep installed on the bottom of that one. All gone. Pretty cool, huh? And that's going to be it for this quick little follow-up today. Like I said, I think this is one of the best mods out there you can do to your toolbox, and it's relatively inexpensive. Just to give you an idea what you're looking at, the 15-inch wide box, you got about 6 foot of material. Now that's not including, 3/16 versus the thicker material. So keep that in mind. This is just total footage you need. So you got 6 feet total for the 15-inch wide side cabinet. Your 27-inch, you're looking at about 14 feet. And for a 56-inch roll cab, you're looking at about 26 feet. I don't have access to a 72, so I don't really have that number, but you can kind of figure out from there, the 72 has basically a 15-inch side cabinet added onto the 56. So you're probably looking at maybe 32 feet on that, give or take. So at any rate, I hope you like this, and I hope that you can use it on your own toolbox. And if you like these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I have quite a few more planned. And thanks again for everybody who checked out my first video on this. It was a lot more successful than I thought it would be. So stay tuned for more. See ya.